Good evening, guys. I've come down to my allotment this evening just to do a little bit of work and to try and sort out this debacle down here. So what I've done so far is, as you can see, I've cleared this pathway, and what my intention is to do is to lay cardboard with black sheeting and then cover it in bark, and then eventually clear this as well, and do the same thing. Basically, take all the grass up. What I've done is I saved as much bark as I can, and I've got that round in a tub. Then what I'll do is I'll lay a cardboard box underneath as well, black sheet that, and also bark it. So and then my intention is to come down, finish off what I've been doing. So I've done that raised bed, so my intention is to come down tomorrow night, relay that pathway with the cardboard, black sheeting and the bark, look at doing this one as well at some point, then clear this raised bed here that you can see, and then concentrate on clearing these raised beds here. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to weed them over, because obviously there is a few weeds popping up in that one again. So what I'm going to do possibly tomorrow night, I am going to shut some of these raised beds down, put the black sheeting over, shut them down. But tomorrow night, first of all, will be to get this pathway done from there all the way to the end, and then look at sort of doing this pathway as well eventually. That may be done, or I may start that Wednesday night, possibly Thursday. We'll see, and if not, I'll come down Sunday. But yeah, as I say, the main objective was to clear this one here, which I've done so far. I forgot to bring the cardboard with me. I've seen obviously Charles Dowding, who does no dig, so I'm going to lay the cardboard down. He lays cardboard, and then obviously he puts bark and mulch concoction on top. I'm gonna put cardboard down, sheet it, and then I'm gonna put the bark on top. Hopefully by putting the cardboard down, that will really stop the vine weeds and stuff coming up, because this black sheeting that is down is quite old. So it's literally been up here since I've been on the allotments, and that has been 4 years. But yeah, I'm just trying to get on top of things, as well as trying to do my job as a warden, but that hasn't been going great for a couple of weeks, so I may have to give that up. But you'll find that out probably in the next video. Not necessarily this one, because this one's only going to be a short one, but maybe in the next one, because yeah, I'm trying to keep an eye on my plot, and it's very hard when you're trying to keep an eye on your own plot as well as do the job of the warden. But I'll say that's what I'm going to aim to do tomorrow night. I'm going to go home now, get cleaned up, have a coffee, and yeah, come down ready and kind of sort that section out possibly tomorrow once I've done that one. I mean, that isn't too bad. It's just a case of pulling up all the grass, clearing the bark from it, and then taking up the black cloche, laying down the cardboard, new black cloche on top, followed by the bark, and then I can concentrate on clearing out the raised beds that you can see. So I'm trying to work my way. So it was basically a question of working my way from this side all the way down and around. So, but my main aim is to concentrate on this bit, and hopefully you'll see more of an update tomorrow, guys. Right guys, I'm up here at the allotment this evening and I'm getting ready to finish off the pathway in between two of my raised beds that I started yesterday. So what I'm doing today is I've bought my sheet of cardboard. I'm going to cut it to size and I'm going to lay it along the pathway in between my two raised beds. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put black cloche down. So I've got this black sheet here, and what that will do is that will help the cardboard keep out the weeds, especially the bindweeds that have been coming up on my plot. Just adjusting my knee pads for a minute. So yeah, so I'm going to lay that, I'm going to measure it to size. Once I've got those two components down, then I'm going to put a bag of bark down, and that will hopefully sort out this little bit of pathway in between, as I say, in between two of my raised beds. And then the other part of the pathway that I showed you in the last little bit of video, that will obviously come on to this video, which has got grass. I'm going to try and pull most of the grass out if I can. If not, pull the grass out, scoop up the bark, do the same process by putting down cardboard and the black cloche, and then again bark it. I think I might only have enough bark to do one pathway, possibly two, we'll have to see. But yeah, I'm going to start with one, and then what I'll do is I'll show you the process or the progress that I've made, and I'll come back to you in a minute. Right guys, the next part is down. So I've got, as you can see, I've got the cardboard down. My next step is to put the black cloche down, and when I do the black cloche, I'm going to be using these pegs to hold it into place. So I'm going to do 6, 2 either side, 2 in the middle, 2 at the end. That will give me the 6. Once the cloche has gone on, that will hold it down. Then I'll put the bark on top. That will then be this pathway sorted, and I will show you what it looks like when it's been finished. So what I'll do is I'll get the black cloche on, put the spikes in, I'll grab the bag of bark, I'll get it all laid, and then I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. Right guys, I've got the black sheeting on. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the bark on. I'm going to leave the camera on in, and you'll see me putting the bark on and then spreading it all out. And then this is going to be this pathway redone. Fingers crossed, touch wood, it will be weed free. So I'll carry on and then come back to you in a bit. So it looks like it's going to need a small bit more, so I'm just going to put you on hold for a moment, grab the other bag of bark I've got and see how much I need to put down there. But as you can see, it is looking good, and hopefully that'll be sorted in one moment. So there we go, guys, it's all done. I've got you a slightly different camera angle now, so I've come literally straight on, but yeah, as you can see, I've gone all the way up to the end there, come all the way down to here, and as you can see, right up to the end there. So that is completely done. That was a raised bed full of weeds, obviously not anymore, but it's all done, guys. I'm really happy with that bit. So all I've got left now is to do this bit along there and the bit in front there, and then literally go around the rest of the raised beds and pull the weeds out. But that's done this bit, so I'm happy about this bit. It's also obviously a case of clearing the raised beds, but I wanted to get the pathways kind of out of the way first and then finish the raised beds. But now what I can do, now I've done that pathway, concentrate on that pathway there and the little bit in front, clear that, then I can clear the raised beds, and then I'm going to shut them down as well.